Okay guys, so before we start this, also sorry about my scratchy voice. I never show you guys traced art. All of the art I show you guys is always the art that I make myself. Just to clarify really quickly there, I trace in my free time because it helps me like get proportions and stuff. Plus it just gives me a chance to look at how better art looks, I guess, but like it looks more realistic basically. But I do this just because it's fun, and honestly it has helped me a little bit sometimes with coloring and stuff, shading, everything like that. Not always, because I don't always do shading, but when I do, it does help with that kind of thing. But mostly I just do it in my free time because I find it enjoyable. So not you guys' problem, I guess, because I don't do it with you guys. Plus it's in IBIS Paint, and I don't think you can do hidden layers, so it's not like I could just lie. Although I wouldn't try to, because I love you guys and I love showing my art process, so I have no reason to fake it. Bye! I mean, not bye. See you in, like, the next part.
I forgot about the videos where I did the drawing my dolls, but I promise I have never lied to you and said I didn't trace and then shown a video of me pretending not to trace. Okay, so this is the trace drawing, and yes, this is sped up. Don't worry, I'm not like super quickly drawing these lines. At least I feel it's super quickly, and any other artist watching this video probably think it's super quickly, but I don't know. Maybe if you don't watch art videos or don't do art very often, you probably don't know that. But you know, basically this is my trace drawing where I just trace myself doing a pose, and it's nice to see because it's easy and it makes me feel nice for knowing how to do line work, because if anything, it's nice to be able to at least do the line work, even if it's by tracing myself. I don't trace other people's drawings, I only trace myself. So yeah, that's why I'm not like, you know, trying to hide the fact that I trace sometimes, because I don't trace anyone else's art, I don't trace anyone else's work, I don't trace anything else except my own body. And so that's why. Also, by the way, if you guys want me to do like a video where I show you all of the art that I do on my own time and do not show you, then I can do that. I just don't really normally do that because there is no reason to, because most of it's just personal random doodles that I do, and so I don't really film them. But if you guys think that would be an enjoyable thing for you to do, like, you know, if you think you would enjoy watching me show speed paints for like, I don't know, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Speed paints are pretty short on IBIS Paint, but you know, just in case you guys would enjoy doing something like that, then I would love to show you all my art. I'm just not sure if you would really like to do that. Also, I would show you a couple trace pieces, I think, but most of it would just be my own art. If you guys don't want me to do the trace pieces of my myself, then I don't have to. And if you guys don't want to watch that, then you tell me. If you want to watch me do the speed paints, like watch the speed paints on IBIS Paint, then we can do that. And if you want to watch all the other things, like, I don't know, if you want to watch my speed paints, then comment down below. And if you don't want me to show the traced art, then tell me that, because I will if you don't tell me to. Now, of course, it won't be a ton of the traced art, because most of my art I do myself, so it's not traced. But you know, also I love that a lot of like professional artists don't do super realism, because there's like no reason to, and it kind of just means you're not very unique, because it's just copying things. And I can understand not wanting to do that, I guess. I don't know. Also, by the way, the shading does make my arm look a little bit darker, but that's fine. I do fix it so it's a little more color corrected to my actual skin. I'm not saying it's bad to be a dark skinned person. I'm trying to make that very clear. I'm saying that that is not my skin tone, and so I lighten it up a little. Yeah. I'm sorry. I just really don't want people to have misunderstandings and think that I'm like a bad person for lightening up my own skin tone, because I'm not actually that dark skin. It's not like a ton difference, because I realize afterwards that a lot of it is just I have really heavy shadows in this photo, because I think I'm facing away from a light. or something like that. So yeah, a lot of these trace drawings are either like fun little drawings fun little pictures that I made at some point and then traced, or somewhere where I posed in my room because I wanted to do a pose drawing, but I'm not very good at poses, and I know I would love it if it is one that was, a pose that I did myself and then traced, because it just looks so good. I've done like a trace drawing where it's with a bunch of fancy jewelry, and I may not have actually drawn that, but it looks so good. Honestly, also, controversial idea. If you read through audiobooks, you still read. I know that technically you didn't look at a book, but as long as you are still focusing on the knowledge, then you have still read that book because you have all the information. Honestly, I'm starting to just spout random things because I don't know what to talk about. Think about it. I don't have that much to talk about with this kind of video because it's mostly just you talk over me drawing for forever. And what I would do before in my, making videos for myself, as I would literally just talk about everything I drew and how wonderful or how kind of okay it was for the whole time. And there is no reason to do that if you don't have to. So I am not going to do that in this video because I don't really want to. Also, by the way, the section where I draw my actual drawing is shorter. You'd be surprised, but I actually draw my real drawings where I draw real things, my trace drawings versus my drawings where I just draw from my imagination. My trace drawings end up taking longer. I know what I said before didn't really make sense, so I had to explain it properly because I feel like in this kind of topic you want it being explained properly. See, I did the thing. I color corrected my skin tone just a little. I have found that I am actually a little more cool toned than I think I am. But that's just my personal problems because apparently I think I'm a little more cool toned than I actually am. I think I'm a little less cool toned than I actually am. Cool and warm tones. Yeah. Turns out I'm more cool toned than I thought. I'm not saying that's a problem. I'm just saying I did not realize until now. And I was doing the most basic skin tone ever. I look more like the skin tone that if you call color correct. And so now we are on... Sorry, that ended really abruptly. I was not ready for that. But now we are on the actual drawing. And this was definitely sped up. And you can tell because there is no way someone can draw this quickly. But anyway... this is my actual drawing, my real drawing process instead of me just tracing. As you can see, it does not look like the trace. I do my body parts in sections, and also a lot of it is more basic shapes than what I do if I trace because I'm just automatically doing the things. Now, I could not get a mask down. It was not working. I did not like how it was turning out. So instead, because it looks like a toy mask, okay, when I did that. So instead, I just made it a person with cat ears and a tail because that way I won't be so disappointed in it because I like how it looks when I do that compared to when I just, draw the mask. So that was my solution. And anyway, I'm just drawing the line art where you make the lines a little cleaner instead of doing it after doing the sketch art because I found out forever ago that you could do that before I even started drawing for YouTube. And so I thought that would be a good idea to do that. I don't do this on all my drawings and some of them stay sketchy and I'm fine with that. Haha. But basically, when I do something like this, I want it to look better because of the fact I am drawing it for a YouTube video and also because I'm drawing it compared to a trace drawing and I want to give it its best chance to look nice. Also, by the way, yes, I do draw the eyes really low on the face. I know people are probably going to make comments about that. On this one, it looks reasonable, but a lot of my drawings, especially if I show you one of my drawings, I draw eyes really low on the face. I do this because I think it's cute and I think it's a fun thing to do. I'm not saying that it's a great decision because it means all of my characters are very stylized, which is not a problem. But, you know, it's not going to be realistic at all. But I think it's cute. And a lot of my characters have giant foreheads. I don't mind that, though. But anyway, I am just still going. Sorry, my car was making noises and I was concerned. Well, it's not my car. I don't own a car. Like, I don't own a car. But anyway, this is my little drawing. Also, I color picked all the colors myself. Like, I didn't pick it from something. I made the colors myself. I was trying to show that I can do colors, even though I color pick like all my colors in my trace art, because I was trying to replicate what I do in the trace art, where I color pick literally everything. I was trying to do like calico. I'm not sure why I was going for this, because the other one are pink, and so it's not quite the fair comparison, but I tried. And also I was bored of doing the same. I don't like doing the same thing over and over, okay? Also, I do fix the little bit of skin in the hair, I think. Now I'm doing shading. So yeah, shading is being done. I don't know why I copied myself. As I said, don't really know what to talk about in these kinds of videos. I just want a continual stream of word so that you guys don't feel like you're being bored, you know? Hear the word, hear the gospel. Yeah. By the way, do you guys have any like show or TV or anime or anything, honestly, recommendations for things you really liked watching and you would recommend to me? Because I would like to find all the shows and watch them. Like, not literally all the shows, but like anything I think I would find fun, I want to watch. And so if you guys have any recommendations based on what you've probably heard in other videos, or even just, you know, you like the show, because you don't have to know if I'll like it. Just say that you liked it, and I'll see how it is, unless it's like very inappropriate, because then I probably wouldn't want to watch it. You know, nothing rated like R, I guess. But other than that, I don't mind checking it out. I don't know. It's more of a personal preference, if anything, you know. Basically, if you guys have any ideas for shows you guys would want me to watch, then I will. I'm talking very quickly because the video is like just about to end.